Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Victoria 2 as Persia. In the last episode we declared war upon and annexed Abu Dhabi down here. And in fact we're still involved in that war with their ally Nejd, who I don't think we particularly want to annex, at least right now. They don't really have the best populations or resources. They may or may not get oil later, I don't know. But either way, I don't think that's the best use of our infamy and also of our colonial power at the moment. So we'd like to preferably piece them out at some point. Just a white piece would be fine. I'm suffering a lot of attrition here, so let's not do that, if possible. Send some of that army out. This one is okay. Well, it's okay, but it could be smaller. Yeah, it's fine. We'll just leave it there. We're also researching medicine to help with colonizing, which will be happening sometime soon. Medicine here will allow us to get prophylaxis against malaria, and then the next tech we need will be breech-loaded rifles, which will allow us to get colonial negotiations as soon as a great power gets it. And we'll probably just wait for a great power to get it, rather than going for it ourselves, since we are a little bit behind already, as it is. We should be doing what else we can, though, to prepare for colonization. We should probably make sure our naval bases are upgraded, which I think they are. We can't upgrade them any further without the relevant tech, which I don't think we'll have time to research. Or at least not to research and then also build the naval bases, because they take about 3 years. Yeah, who knows? I feel like I kind of missequenced my technologies here. If I had gone for empiricism earlier, as soon as it had become available at 1860, I might have been able to get one extra tech researched. Could have been the battleship column doctrine, could have made the difference. But hopefully we'll be able to colonize some little bit anyway. We should also build some ships, which will give us some colonial power also. I think man-o-wars give us more colonial power per supply limit. So we'll build a couple of those, however many we can manage. 3 for the moment is fine. Maybe we'll just build a couple of frigates as well. Since we can get those building in parallel and we don't have to wait for the man-o-wars to be done. That still doesn't put us over our limit. It's kind of surprising to me. Let's set a naval... Oh, we do have a naval rally point, so that's good. Let's unpause and let this war continue. And hopefully end soon. Oh, we actually have another national focus point. We must have crossed the population threshold there. Let's... I suppose we'll encourage craftsmen in Sindh. I assume we have factories there. We have a factory there, okay. And there is medicine, which also increases our supply limits, so that's good. I suppose we'll go for breech-loaded rifles now, then. We have actually reached the employment limit in Western Afghanistan. We're already upgrading that factory, so that's okay. We could probably build another factory there. It's one of our most populous provinces, so it sounds like a good idea. Let's see what orgios they have there. Is this Western Afghanistan? It is, okay. So we already have a winery, I think it was there, or was it a distillery? I think it was actually a distillery, that would make more sense. So we could build a glass factory. It was actually a winery. Maybe we'll just build a liquor distillery there as well then. That way they can both gain a benefit when we eventually build a glass factory there. Seems reasonable. Anything else we need to upgrade? This is already upgrading, so that's fine. They would accept a white piece now, so I'll just go ahead and do that. Can I can't add a war goal anyway. No, I think I'll just piece them out. Great. We'll retreat our armies. We are slowly getting the materials for these man of wars. Men of war? What is the plural of man of war? Mans of war. Probably not. We could maybe just move this focus, even though we are building the new factory there. Persian Baluchistan, maybe? Not sure if we even have any factories there, but let's see, where is that? Somewhere over here, isn't it? Yeah. We don't have a factory there yet, so since we're encouraging craftsmen, we probably should build one. They have nothing but sheep, it seems. Okay. So it doesn't really matter what factory we build there, since no factory, to the best of my knowledge, uses sheep at all. Let's see. Don't have any source of tropical wood yet, though perhaps our colonization efforts will change that. Maybe we should make a small arms factory. I think we have an ammunition factory elsewhere, though a steel factory might be better. But then again, we should probably build our steel factories in provinces that have coal and or iron, if at all possible. Already have a lumber mill here. Oh, it's just building, it's not actually built. Or maybe we can just invest in our capitalists' projects and see how they sort things out. We'll look at the industry again later. So yes, all of our ships are now getting built, which is good. They will give us some more colonial power, which will be good. I think it'll, with this amount of power, we can only afford to colonize one province at a time. I don't know which one would be the best down here. Let's have a look at the region map mode. Tanganyika here certainly seems large and decently populated. I imagine that's probably going to be the best one, actually. We also have Rift Valley we could go for, which is not too bad. Or we could get the rest of Zanzibar here that we don't have, that's only 2 little areas. Actually, I don't think we could even get the Rift Valley because it's not adjacent to the land that we own. Yeah, I think we'll just go for Tanganyika when the opportunity arises. Unless we wanted to go for the Horn of Africa up here, Somaliland. And try to block off the UK a bit. I think it's probably just better to go for the more populous provinces down here, just in case we can only get 1 or 2 regions. Hopefully we can do a bit better than that, but just in case. So we can probably go up to speed 4 while nothing much is going on here. Portugal, improving their relations with us. Don't get too friendly, Portugal. I've got my eye on you. 17th place. Almost a secondary power. We'd rather not have them able to do any colonizing. Okay, more plurality is good. That will help out our research. We're almost at 2% clergymen. We're still encouraging in Persian Punjab. That is 2% there, so one of our armies is also suffering attrition. Let's not do that. This province is much better. And our boats are arriving. Let's get... actually, the man of wars are still under construction. We'll let those finish and see what kind of supply limit we have left. War between Brazil and Argentina. Okay. So, of course, it'll actually be a little bit after 1870 when colonization starts, because 1970 is when machine guns can be, research on machine guns can be started, but we'll need to wait for a great power to actually research it, which will probably take about another year. So we'll maybe have time to do something else in preparation. Let's actually, we never built a naval base in our newly conquered Abu Dhabi, so let's expand one here. It won't help out our colonial power directly, but we can build more ships. So these are going to be done pretty soon. More plurality, always nice. Eaten by cannibals. The Persian botanical expedition that we dispatched some time ago hasn't been heard from in quite a while. Yesterday we received a troubling report. The camp is deserted. Scattered around the former campgrounds are trace remnants of what I believe to be the signs of a struggle. Tracks lead further away into the vast, inhospitable hell beyond. I believe this to be the end of the Persian botanical expedition of 1869. Well, damn. How very humiliating for our nation. Okay, let's stop encouraging clergymen in Persian Punjab. And let's see. That region has such a high population, it would be super great if we could ever integrate it, but I don't think we can. We would need to have bureaucrats of an accepted culture, and I don't think, yeah, the current culture, majority culture, Punjabi, is never going to assimilate, basically, because they have cores, cultural cores in the land. So that is unfortunate. Nothing we can really do about it, though. We'll at least be getting a lot of whatever orgios that region has, so that's nice. Let's, I don't know, encourage craftsmen in eastern Afghanistan, where I assume we have factories. Extra population growth is good. Enter 13th place. which is not really a concern. As long as we don't drop out of secondary power status, it's totally fine. That was our man of wars getting built, so let's maybe see how many more we can build. Can we build 3? We can build 3 more, okay. Let's see then. Build a couple of additional frigates too. So I think it would cost us 80 colonial power per province we want to colonize. Can we actually see here? I don't think so. I think it's 80 if you have an adjacent controlled province and 100 if you don't. So if we wanted to colonize up here, it would be 100. Don't know if we can get to 160, so we can do 2 at a time, but that would be nice if we could. We'll give it a try. Probably a good idea to have a navy in any case, just in case. We do have our stockpile spending down on that, so that's good. We are losing a lot of money though. What is this about? We're paying subsidies for a lumber mill, which is apparently not very profitable. Maybe we should reduce some education spending a bit, though I don't really like to do that. Get admin spending down a bit too. Keep an eye on the old lumber mill there and see if it's consistently not making money. What's your problem? It's just not selling all of its outputs? Newspaper publishes slander. Alright, so we can have poor strata in Tabriz gain militancy, or middle strata gain consciousness, and rich strata gain consciousness. Yeah, they're less important. I guess we could probably increase the amount that's getting bought from this if we change the higher priority here to high, so it's using more inputs. That might help out. I'll keep subsidizing it for the moment. Oh, that seems to have done the trick almost immediately, so that's good. If I don't have to shut down the factory, all the better. No, now it's gone back into insolvency. We'll let it go for a while and see how that helps. If we, it seems like the furniture factory is at least quite profitable, so we could always build another one somewhere. Perhaps in Persian Baluchistan, where we never did build a factory, even though I was talking about it. So we'll get that built there. Okay, so we're almost finished with breech-loaded rifles, right on schedule for 1870. So now we're in a position that we can invent colonial negotiations basically as soon as any great power invents it. Well, we'll have a 10% chance per month when any great power invents it for us to invent it. And let's go ahead and get empiricism now. Better late than never on that one. Yemen, our best friend. Well, they might like to think so, but I probably will conquer them at some point. Sorry, Yemen. Okay, that was more frigates getting finished. And how's our naval base? Another 2 years about on that one. Okay, more population growth. All the tea in Persia. We can gain some tea. Have poor strata in one place lose military militancy and consciousness, or gain a pretty tiny amount of money. Sure, we'll let the farmers keep some. And Tibet, we'll gain the regular clothes. Well, we're just about out of time for this episode, so thanks for watching. Join me again next time when I don't know if we'll be able to start doing any colonizing, but you never know.